Alright, so setting up for run Saysutshun. So when you get ready to rock and roll, probably like a half hour before the race starts, you're going to want to start firing everything up. So first thing, right down here, turn on a little switch there, turn on the battery for the battery, power for the battery, and you'll see stuff starting to light up. Then connect the antenna. So connect to that end, antenna number 1, and the other end goes to the actual antenna. A little switch down here. This will turn on power to the USB ports. You're going to need that to keep the tablet charged because this tablet isn't running for 24 hours on its own. Then, because the battery is only going to be good for about 5-6 hours, you're going to want to make sure that battery stays charged up. So we've got over here power supply for the battery, and that'll plug in right here, and then other end goes to whatever your power supply is. Generator, I think there's power on site at Saysutshun, so you'll be fine that way. Now for the tablet, once everything's powered on, connected, you can come over here and make sure that we are connected to the wireless router. Let's set this up so make it a little easier to see. Okay. This one, D-Link A4F4, automatically connects, good to go. Lap setup, so the 6-hour, 12-hour, 24-hour racers, they're set for TBD. That means it's just going to keep recording laps until you hit stop on the race. The 10K, keeps trying to focus on my finger. The 10K and the half marathon, they're set for 1 lap and 3 laps respectively, because that's how many times they're going to cross the finish line. That way, once they cross the finish line, they're done. You don't have to worry about them anymore. Just collect the timing chip back. But you don't have to worry about them hanging out, cheering on their friends or anything. Their chip will not read again after they've finished their race. Now we go over to Racer. This is already set and everything. Chip timing settings. We want to double check and make sure the chip reader is connected properly. It's normally 192.168.100.100 for the IP address for the reader. Sometimes, depending if there's other tablets or my phone connects, sometimes it might be 101 or 102. So once we go here, we check test connection, and it's connected. It's good. If you hit test connection and it doesn't come up, you can just click scan for reader, scan through, and it'll find out where the router is. We've got it set to record the last 8 digits, which is what the serial number of the timing chip is. It will ignore chips for 5 minutes after you start, so it gives you time to, you hit start, they're hanging around. There's a big crowd. You've got a lot of people in your 10K race, so it could be a big crowd. Take them time to get going. Somebody might need to tie their shoes or whatever. And then do not redetect chips after lap. Got 5 minutes before it'll detect their chip again. So if they're stopping for a snack or whatever else, or just trying to decide if they want to keep going, they got a couple of minutes before they need to get away from the antenna. All right, and then options. Got it set for time and precision, 100th of a second. You got results are set by category, distance, and gender. With categories, because I had all the ages and because you had a huge turnout, broke it down into 10-year age gaps. So under 20, 20, 29, 30, 39, all the way up to, because you have 2 racers that are 72 years old, which is wild. Now this is also set for wave start. Again, because you got so many, we're not going to do individual starts because it's going to be crazy. So start list, everybody's name, bib number is entered. If somebody shows up on the day of, you can just come down here, add racer, name, what distance they're going to be doing, enter in all the information that it's asking you for. There's spare timing chips in there. I'm assuming you've got spare bib numbers. That's if you want to add anybody day of. If anybody just shows up and says, "Hey, I want to run," you can do that for them. Okay. Cancel that. And then for starting the race. So now because this is set up for waves, you just want to select which waves are starting. So 5 p.m. tonight, you're going to start the 12-hour, people doing the 12-hour night, and the 24-hour. So you hit that check, and away they go. Count them down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hit start. Now, because the rest of the waves haven't started, it doesn't automatically jump to the timing screen. So if you want to see how they're doing, middle of the race, you just click on timing, and it's going to show you these are the riders that are out, runners that are out on course, and they'll be coming through. The timing chip will read, it'll show you their time. Everything's great. If somebody's hanging around too long and their timing chip accidentally reads when it shouldn't, you need to cancel that time or whatever, you just click on the sequence number for this right here and cancel entry. There we go. Now, 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, you're going to start the people doing the 12-hour daytime race. So to get back there and start their clocks, you're going to go back up here. You can tap the start button, and now we're back here. So we're going to start, 5 a.m. start. Tap that, and you're counting down 4:59, then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Now we go look at timing, and we have a whole bunch more racers that are now out on course. And when you're doing your 11 a.m. start for your half marathon, your 6-hour racers, and the 10K, just go and tap them here. Now maybe you don't want to start the 10K and the half marathon at the same time, so you can just go and start just a 6-hour at 11 a.m. start wave. Then a minute later, half marathon start. Line them all up. Okay, count them down. Half marathon start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then do the 10K start. But you got 60 people coming out. That's awesome. So cool. Anyway, let me hit start. And there you go. They're off and running. Any questions, you can give me a call. I will have my cell phone with me. I'm working at the shop. Don't know if I'll be able to answer or not. But yeah, give me a call.